Guard Society. Let me officially welcome you to day number 6 of the 6 days of Pandorum. It is here. We are on the final day, which means we are on our way to find out who takes that final slot at the six-pack challenge tomorrow night at Exodus. Six-pack challenge, as you know, the winner of that match will get to choose to receive any title shot of their choosing for any title in arts wrestling at any time. Who's in these matches? If you haven't been keeping along, let's break down the list for you. The first to qualify was Bishop Devontae D, qualifying, taking that first spot, the former brass champion. Followed by Mr. Fitness Slim Trimmins, who took the number 2 spot, coming back to action with an impact. And then, of course, we got the third spot that went to the newcomer here in arts wrestling, the red hot Mexecutioner, who's looking to make an immediate impact after that devastating loss at Millennium, where he debuted with the arts of wrestling. And then, of course, the number 4 spot went to the other half of the Prophets of Madness, Madman Joe, trying to get himself on a roll. And then number 5 spot, which was yesterday, went to the returning D-Cycle, who many say pulled an upset against the Red Hot Doomsayer. So, of course, tonight it all goes down with the biggest match of the week, one of the most anticipated matches in recent AOW history, the Iron Bison taking on Tony the Hammer Morrison. These two were supposed to meet up at Millennium. Iron Bison was out with an injury, thanks to Tony the Hammer Morrison. And then, of course, that didn't get to happen. That's when Execution actually debuted to call out Hammer's Millennium Challenge. Nonetheless, Iron Bison is back. He's here tonight. He's going to go one-on-one with Tony the Hammer Morrison for that 6th and final spot. I can't wait for that. It should be as Jim Ross would say, a slobber knocker. But, guys, I know I said we were going to have Diego Diamond for an exclusive interview. We actually shot that yesterday. If you were here for the third day of Pandorum, we revisited the United Nations history. We heard from Switchblade. We got an exclusive look at him and his family watching Millennium. And, of course, Diego Diamond wanted to come on and respond to that. Also, I thought he did. We recorded it yesterday. It was pretty weird. And you know what? Let me just let the interview speak for itself. So before we get to anything else, ladies and gentlemen, your former United Nations champion, Diego Diamond. All right, so we're supposed to be live with Diego Diamond, but he's nowhere near. Is he late? Where is this guy? Oh, wow. You look rough. Holy God. This is Diego Diamond?
When's it starting?
I don't think you can hear me. No. Yeah.
Speak up.
Headphones. You got to put the headphones on.
Headphones, you idiot.
Yes, I just said that. That's a man. I guess everybody's been wondering what you've been up to. I guess that's a really broad question right now.
What I've been up to, David, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. My business, Sam quit on me. Can you believe that?
Oh, well,
Sam, I'm really, really sad and upset right now, David. You're the first person I've really spoken to since this whole thing started. Is actually not. Can you put a mask on, actually? Because I'm a little worried.
Mask on.
I don't want my computer getting a virus. This COVID thing is infecting everything.
We're on FaceTime.
Can you please put a mask on? Unprofessional. Jeez.
This is a disaster already.
David, it's sad, man. It's sad out here.
All right. So when did your pandemic start? Did it start like when this COVID thing happened or when you lost your title at Millennium?
My title? Why you gotta bring that up?
I mean, that's what we're here to talk about.
Why you gotta bring?
We haven't got your reaction for Millennium.
This for Millennium for.
We haven't gotten your reaction your post reaction for your loss at Millennium.
I thought you were just calling me to see how I'm doing. I didn't know this is for one of those promo things you do.
Yeah, you know, did you watch day 3? We interviewed Switchblade and we
Bro,
gave us this.
what day is it?
We're in day, this is day this is the final day of Pandorum, day 6, Saturday.
Bro, we're supposed to be locked down for like 30 something days. And it's only day 6.
No. 6 days of Pandorum. You know,
Yeah, Pandora's box has been open, and this whole nonsense has started. Sam quit on me. Do you not understand?
I'm talking about the AOW event, 6 days of Pandorum.
This
You
for
know,
AOW.
yeah, you're actually like on the 7th day it's Exodus, which you're in a match. You're in a match tomorrow.
I'm not ready for this. All right, shoot away. Start recording. I'll be more professional. Hold on.
I don't know if you know this, but we're live. We've been recording this whole time.
No, I'm not even. This is video or audio because I'm not even dressed right now. I don't know if you can see me.
No, we can't see you.
All right, good.
Actually, all right, yeah. I guess my producer just told me I'm authorized to tell you that you're on camera.
I wasn't. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, my name. Oh God. Just what are you gonna say?
Your reaction to Millennium, your title loss. How do you feel?
Do you know what's going on out there, David? And you want to bring up a title loss? I mean,
that's what we're here to talk about. You know, get people's mind off of the pandemic and.
All right. Let's be honest. I haven't been myself since the loss. I I had celebrations set up. Cost like $500,000. It was a small party. I had to cancel it.
A small party. Wow, that's a small, expensive party.
It wasn't that much, but after that night, if look, I lost one of my good. I think I didn't use him properly. Sam left after.
Why did Sam leave?
He said the work is hazardous. After he saw what happened to Laveau's buddy, he just decided to quit. I don't get it. I don't get it. Just because what's his name gets murdered, now my guy wants to quit.
So what does Diego Diamond go from here? Aren't you part of the 4? I mean, you have the 4 backing you up.
Yeah, we 4. Well, we're still together, I think.
I'm asking you that. I mean,
I haven't been to any meetings yet. They said every second Tuesday, but I haven't gotten a call. But yeah, 4 strong, 4 always, 4 living, 4 life. We're there.
I can't help but to point out the fact that you haven't really, gave us your thoughts on losing your title at Millennium.
David. It's not that great. It's not that great. You know, I'm a little upset. If I can say that. I'm just going to be straight shoot here. I don't think I lost. I watched the tape over and over again. I mean, you saw it. The outfit, the music.
The outfit, the music. I mean, that doesn't win you a promo match.
What do you mean? I get dressed up for the events, I show up looking like $1 million that I am, and you guys just give it away. What is that?
What?
What's that noise?
Oh, that's the sound. That's the sound of
Are
the
you making
arena.
fun of me? Are you trying to interrupt me? You want this interview happen or not?
Yeah, I mean, that's I'm asking you that.
Your
I can
producers over there making ice?
no, just it's the equipment.
Anyway, so what you been up to since?
We got a little thing
Can
going
you do
on.
me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm getting my site. I'm looking at you. Can we just blur his face?
Really?
It still bothers me a little bit. It's the blue's not helping.
Okay.
It's not me. I'm sensitive right now.
Okay. All right. So what's next for Diego Diamond? Are you going to cash in your rematch for the United Nations? Technically, the United Nations champion is the number one contender for the Elite Championship.
You don't have to tell me that, David. I know.
Okay.
I know where I'm at. And the number one contender?
Yes. For the Elite Championship.
I knew that. Yeah. It's good to know. Sam, can you I'll make a note of that. I'll make a note of that.
Okay. So with that in mind, I guess, what's next for Diego Diamond?
Diego Diamond do what Diego Diamond does. Let's party. You're not invited, but that girlfriend you got. Nah, never mind. Not even her, because she'll bring you along.
Well, it's kind of on quarantine right now. I don't think anybody could attend parties.
It's so lonely. Yeah. So I'll go for one of those. Either one.
Do you have a ladies' robe on, or you get this like a pink?
No, it's fashion.
Fashion. Okay.
I don't think it's pink.
Oh wow!
I did throw up a little bit earlier.
Well, this interview definitely has been not what we expected, but
it's what you get, man. It's prime time. That's who I am.
right. So, all right. So you didn't really tell us what's next. So if you're not going to tell us what's next with your title shots, what's next with the 4? I think he fell asleep. All right, we're just gonna cut this. I guess we're gonna get to our final day 6 match with the Hammer and Iron Bison. That match is next. Yeah, somebody's got to get him. I'm at yeah. All right, guys, welcome back. As you saw that very odd interview, guys. If you had not been keeping up with the 6 Days of Pandorum, I encourage you to go back and look at the 6 Days of Pandorum. It's been not only an exciting week of matches, but we've been recapping Millennium, recapping recent history and AOW, kind of bringing everybody up to speed since we kind of took a hiatus from AOW and all this whole week, everything that's leading up to tomorrow night's Exodus. We got it's not a big card. It's just meant to be kind of a comeback show, a comeback week of sorts. So it's going to be headlined by the Elite Champion, the undisputed Elite / Intermediate Champion. Don't forget, he's going to be teaming up with his compadre the new United Nations champion, Switchblade. Those two will be going up against Tony the Hammer Morrison, who might have double duty going into tomorrow night because he might qualify for the six-pack challenge. And of course, his four-member partner, Diego Diamond, who didn't look like he was in good shape. So that should be pretty intriguing. So that is the main event. Also, we got more tag team action. If you followed us on day 2, you would find out that Jay Vega has been put in a match. Him and a mystery partner of his choosing will be taking on the CFO of the Arts of Wrestling, Jason Townsend. He's going to be teaming up with Mr. Awesome, who's supposed to be fired from Arts of Wrestling. Jason stepped in, kind of saved the day there, made this into a match. That should be really interesting. Jay Vegas kind of seems to put himself in these predicaments. Pretty funny, if you ask me. And of course, we got Ace Dalton, who's going to be in action. He's going to be returning tomorrow night. The brass champion, Ace Dalton, in action tomorrow night. That should be very interesting. And then of course, we got, ladies and gentlemen, just announced. If you didn't follow, if you go back and follow day number 2. Marlena, she made her promo debut at Millennium, very successful against Queen Red. Marlena's going to be in action tomorrow against a new signee here in Arts of Wrestling, Hella Undead. She's been a champion all over the promo world. Finally debuting here at Exodus tomorrow night against Marlena. For those of you who didn't follow Marlena and her journey at Millennium, and even before Millennium, leading up to Millennium with Queen Red and Jay Vega, here's a quick peek at Marlena and AOW action.
So Marlena, why don't you come down to the ring so we can talk things out and see if we can end this problem that you've been causing for me. You're more than welcome.
Everyone who has sat back and watched from the beginning, or even from a few months ago, everyone knows that it's you, that is your fault, that the whole company was in a pile of quicksand. Blaming me isn't going to save your ass. It really isn't. So, good luck with all of that. Not my fault. I'm going to let everyone know, especially you, Mr. Vega, that I own the coattail to greatness, and you and everyone like you can hop right on, and you're either with me, and you can either ride my coattail, the coattail, and help this company get back up on its feet, or you can continue to point fingers.
Hey Jay, I'll take care of that little problem for you, and there's nothing you can do to stop Queen Red.
Queen Red. Just like the little Vega puppet that you are.
Pick a time, a place, anywhere, here, there. It don't matter.
Now you gotta deal with me. And for real this time. No sneak attacks. Sneak attacks are for wimps. You won't catch me doing that ever. Because I want you to know what's coming at you.
We saw a star in the east. We saw a star. We saw a star in the east. Met the king and said our piece. As we traveled through the desert, looking for the king of heaven. Bring the gold, perfume, and myrrh. We search far and wide just to serve. We've arrived, Bethlehem is ahead. This is all as the prophecy said. Ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh. And a baby was born. Ooh, ah, has come. Let his will be done. Until kingdom comes. See a small barn, goats and sheep. Far from what we expected to see, but I can feel heaven all around me. The Son of God, yet humble in me. He was sent to protect the weak. As we step in, we fall to our knees. The Messiah has arrived, yes indeed. The heavens cry out, let freedom ring. Bring the gold, perfume, and myrrh. Accept these gifts, though it's less than deserved. We were faithful to the
Alright guys, welcome back. 6 Days of Exodus. Like I said, we are on day number 6. And as of right now, the talking for the 6 Days of Exodus is over. We're going to get right down to day 6, right down to day 6 match. Tony the Hammer Morrison competing against Iron Bison in this much anticipated match, guys. That match is next.
Iron Bison, are you there? Are you listening? You have come and promised you were going to come and take me out. You promised you were going to rip and tear the fort to pieces. Where'd you go? Millennium II, the place, the grandest stage of them all, here in the arts of wrestling. What did you do? You ran away. You went from being a wolf, a machine, a monster, a Terminator, and you turned your sorry ass into a sheep. Did you run back to England? Did you get cold feet? Were you worried if the Hammer defeated you that you would not be relevant here anymore? Let me explain something to you, son. You're not relevant here. You never have been. You came in, you destroyed a few jobbers, and that's it, because the minute you got to the big dogs, the minute you came near the Hammer, you got squashed. You got beat. Yeah, you're right. I joined the Four because the Four was the way to go. That was the place that was going to take me to the promised land, because every time the Hammer tried to be the good guy, every time the Hammer tried to be Dusty Rhodes, I got beaten. I got mangled, and not by one, but by management, by every single one of you, by every fan that sits in the stands that watches what I do. Y'all just stood there and watched what's he gonna do next. And Iron Bison, you thought you were bigger than you truly were. You came in acting like some dumbass cyborg. Do you realize this is the real world? We ain't clowns, we ain't doinks. We ain't hockey players known as the Goons. We aren't Brooklyn Brawlers. We are the Four. We are as real can get. And if you haven't figured it out, we've been taking over since day one. So Iron Bison, I'm going to put my hands around your neck and I'm going to squeeze until it breaks. And when it breaks, there'll be nothing left to you. Believe me, there's no parts in this godforsaken world that's going to put you back together and make you well again. I'm going to not only break your body, I'm going to break your pride, I'm going to break your soul. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to make you feel worthless. I'm going to make you feel like nothing. I'm going to make you wish to God you never went toe-to-toe with the Hammer, Tony Morrison. You're going to wish to God you never walked into the arts of wrestling and messed with the Four. But what you are going to do, you are going to sit there and either take the beating like a man, and you're going to let the hammer bomb fall on you and squish and break every bone in your godforsaken body. And then, 1, 2, 3. And then the team is going to come in there and drag your carcass out of my ring. And the only relevancies you ever had in the arts of wrestling was being in the spotlight when I let you be there. Was being in the main event status when I let you be there. Because Iron Piston, you're like liquid metal. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that tonight. Pandorum. Sounds sweet, doesn't it? But you are no damn challenge. Truth be told, you're probably not even going to show up here tonight. You're probably going to find an excuse. Door's locked. Maybe your wife told you can't come out and play. Maybe your cat got sick. Maybe you got scared. Maybe you didn't oil the tank. I don't really know what it's going to be. But I know damn well one thing. The end result is going to be one thing and one thing only. The Hammer moving on. The Hammer squashing the Bison. At the end of it all, the Hammer is going to break the machine. And you will be beaten, battered, and forgotten.
Art of Wrestling. The Iron Bison is back. And with it comes the return of the Iron Purge to Art of Wrestling. And tonight will mark ground zero for Operation Cerberus. Operation Cerberus has but one goal in mind: to completely eradicate, terminate and destroy all members of the Four. And tonight, we start with you. Tony the Hammer Morrison. The hammer-wielding berserker of Art of Wrestling, the immovable object. Tick-tock, son. Can you hear that? Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. It's the sound of destiny. Tick-tock. It is a sound of inevitability. Tick-tock. It is a sound of fate. Tick-tock. It is a sound of time passing you by. Tick-tock is a very small amount of time you have left here at Arts of Wrestling. You see, take a good long look at these hands. What these hands represent is a vision, a premonition. What these hands are is your future. And with masochistic marauder-like might and animalistic brutality, these hands will cause blunt force trauma to your skull again and again like an hammer hitting an anvil. You see, Tony, you may be the immovable object of Art of Wrestling, but I am an unstoppable force, and tonight we will answer the question: what happens when an unstoppable force collides head-to-head with an immovable object? Well, spoiler alert! The unstoppable force runs right through that object like a runaway train. So I'm going to make an example of you, son. I'm going to bleed you slowly. I'm going to send a message to everyone in the back that the Chaos Board Iron Storm does never pass. Because you see, as you stand there in front of the unbreachable iron wall and you strike it with all your might again and again and again, eventually that hammer will crack, that hammer will fracture, and that hammer will break. Because much like the wielder, that hammer is bounded by limitations. I am not bounded by limitations, son. I'm not just a fighter. I'm not just an opponent. I'm not even a man. I am the embodification. I am the incarnation of infinite power. And tonight, when I smash you with the iron lariat again and again and again, I'll take with me your body. And when I've taken your body, then I'll break your spirit. I'll put you in the iron forge and begin to permanently realign your spine, and you will feel a numbing sensation crawling down your legs. That is the Iron Bison crippling your ability to walk. Then when I'm done taking your body and taking your spirit, then I'll break your pride and shatter your legacy. And I'll throw you up on my shoulder and prepare the entire universe of arts of wrestling for the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling, the Chaos-Born Impact, and drive your skull into the canvas. And then in front of the entire universe and in front of the 3 men at your back, the Iron Bison will cover you for the 1, 2, 3 in the most effortless, one-sided, long-winded squash match in Arts of Wrestling history, because I'm going to show you that I am stronger, I am more ferocious, I am more aggressive, I am more technically sound. I am going to destroy you in every area of the game, son, and by the time tonight is done, the only thing you will be remembered for is how quickly you feel, how decisively you was beaten at the hands of the Chaos-Born Iron Storm, at the hands of the Iron Bison. Good luck, son, because tonight we write your eulogy.
It's been so long.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 375 pounds,
Look.